Hello and welcome. As India's Diwali sales have crossed the rupees 6 lakh crore mark, we speak to the General Secretary of the Confederation of All India Traders and BJP MP Praveen Khandelwal, as well as senior economist Mitali Nekor and business economist Sanjata Mukherjee on what really are the factors that have led to this surge and what is their view really on the retail trends going forward and the sale trends going forward. Thank you all for your time and thank you for joining us for this interaction. Praveen Khandelwal, with this milestone now that has been achieved of the 6 lakh crore sales mark being surpassed this Diwali, and this is like a fresh record, the GST 2.0 boost really. Were you anticipating this level of sales? Is this in line with your expectations or has it surpassed your expectations? Your first thoughts.
Certainly, we had a great expectation because lot more labor has been put since last more than 1.5 year for bringing relief in GST. So therefore, it was anticipated because this trade is the core competence area. So we do understand the mindset of the trading community, and this report, what we are talking about, speaks the fact that nearly 72% of the trading community across country, they admitted that soon after this GST rate reduction, they got a boost in their respective business. With regard to Swadeshi, of course, but 85% of the consumers were of the considered opinion that they have come to the markets to purchase Swadeshi goods. So, if in totality I say Prime Minister Narendra Modi has emerged as a strong brand ambassador for GST relief and Swadeshi both, and which has created a situation where we have crossed this benchmark of 6.05 lakh crores of rupees. And believe me, in another 10 days, there are more festivals also following with the wedding season. So the market sentiments are very good, and the entire trading community is very hopeful of doing lot good business this time.
Right. The trends look very, very optimistic, as you were saying. And of course, right now it's a milestone of 6.05 lakh crores, but you're anticipating that to even cross this milestone. Mitali, so data released as per this report by the Confederation of All India Traders really does, it's a research report on Diwali festival sales in 2025. It's based on a nationwide survey across 60 major distribution centers, including state capitals and tier 2 and tier 3 cities. This is, of course, conducted by CAIT Research and the Trade Development Society. Now, the report also highlights that mainline retail, particularly non corporate and traditional markets, contributed 85% to total trade. So, really, this is in a way suggesting a comeback, many believe, of small traders. Do you feel this consumption growth and this demand trend that we're witnessing is sustainable then?
So absolutely, first of all, very happy Diwali to everyone, to yourself, Sakshi, Sanchita, Sir, and to all the viewers. And I think, this report highlights something that we have been seeing on the ground. And that is that the Diwali cheer really translating into, beyond sentiment into actual consumption. And how did that happen? I think it's important to understand the factors that went into it. The first most important factor was the timing of the GST tax reduction. The fact that the GST tax reduction was given right at the beginning of the festive season. There was a lot of pent up demand from Q2. The Q2 pent up demand was mainly because of global factors, not because of Indian domestic markets, but because we saw, so much news coming on the Trump tariffs and the way the trade and supply chains were sort of being, changing. The consumers were worried and they were not sure where to go ahead and where to actually spend, and where to invest. So I think in that quarter we saw a lot of pent up demand coming up, and that was released. And the GST reductions were a great sort of boost to release that pent up demand. The second thing was also the marketing and the branding of that GST reduction. A lot of traders, like Sir also just mentioned, very clearly said, we are passing on the full GST rate reduction benefit to you, to the consumer. And the
Right.
consumers also appreciated that line, of messaging. And that is another major reason for going ahead and shopping. And of course, the Swadeshi brand, the Swadeshi feeling that, the Prime Minister also evoked in people. And people also felt it because they understood that India has been under a lot of pressure from external forces, the tariffs that are being imposed in the country, the way, I mean, I've traveled myself, to districts in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, where there are a lot of artisans that are continuing, that were under a lot of stress because of the trade supply chain changes and disruptions. They are now witnessing record sales in the domestic market because of Diwali, and they feel like a lot of that disruption has now been, addressed. So I do think that, the timing was just brilliant. And we are seeing 6 lakh crore right now in this 1 week. But we have to also imagine that there was Durga Puja just before this, which itself was another 1 to 2 lakh crores. And
Mhm.
it is being estimated by KCAIT in this report itself that with weddings and everything coming up, Q3 consumption can be anywhere in the range of 10 to 12 lakh crores. So this is only half. The whole story is yet to come.
Wow, this is only half. The whole story is yet to come. As you all have been explaining, GST rationalization and Swadeshi adoption, inspiring all this festive season. Of course, festive greetings to all. And this festive cheer, then, Sanchita, do you feel will this festive cheer and this momentum continue? Of course, the report found out that 72% of the surveyed traders attributed higher sales volumes directly to reduce GST rates on daily use items. And of course, as Mitali was explaining, the timing of it all. Also, in line with the trends we are witnessing in the past few years, how quick commerce and e-commerce have taken over. I mean, we were all part of, looking at how Diwali gifts were being ordered online, and how e-commerce and quick commerce have now also taken over.
Wonderful question, Sakshi. Happy Diwali to everyone. And this is a fabulous report. What you asked me specifically, I will just break it down very quickly into three broad categories where the numbers speak for themselves on the robustness of the Indian economy, which is accelerating, right? The health. This is real raw data. So, first of all, FMCG, which is daily use items, right? FMCG sales contributed the maximum, it's 12% to this 6 lakh crore number, right? So that's daily use item, which shows that this disposable income has increased across categories in the Indian economy. That's point number one. Point number two, gold and jewelry and electronics, 10% and 8% of the sales number also show that rising income prosperity, because people are now spending on high value discretionary spending. All right, not just restricted to daily use. It's high value discretionary spending. That's the watchword, right? Third thing, what you rightfully mentioned over here, 65,000 crore within this 6 lakh crore number. So 5.4 lakh crore was the goods. 65,000 crore was the services, which included packaging, delivery, logistics, hospitality, travel, and that created 40, if I'm not mistaken, 40 or 50 lakhs of temporary jobs as well in this sector. Right. So now when we talk about logistics and services, the 3PL is your surface transport, your warehousing, your logistics, plus the e-commerce, what is to bolster the online retail sales. That's the e-commerce logistics. Now, all of these are new age businesses. They're doing fabulously well because of this GST rate rationalization. And more importantly, I will now link the two to what Mitali just said in terms of raw data consumption numbers. I would also talk about the consumer sentiment, which has grown 25% from previous year. Now, this is very, very crucial, because if you were to compare this to other economies, a lot of economists also go wrong. A lot of governments also go wrong because they feel that they should equate the economic growth of a country with the stock market indices. Now, what typically happens in other economies when the consumer sentiment is really not there on ground, right? The governments can dole out checks, they can do initiatives and all of that, but the people save money, right? They save and then they spend on the stock markets in those 5-7 stocks in tech or AI, just because they feel that will give them a chance to make some money in the future, because they're not very optimistic. Here you're seeing that the Indian consumer is actually doling out spending because they're optimistic about the future. They're willing to spend and they have the disposable income to do so. So there is a very large difference. It's not that they're saving and only investing into real assets or the stock market to make some buck or something on the side in the future, because they're not optimistic. Here they're showing that they're optimistic about the future outlook, hence they're willing to spend. So that's a big take home.
Right. So big takeaways there, Praveen Khandelwal. I will end by asking you, the report cites that, look, Diwali 2025 trade created at least 50 lakh temporary jobs, as we were just talking about job creation in logistics, packaging, transport, retail services. Rural and semi-urban India accounted for 28% of total trade, reflecting the fact that, look, there's deeper economic participation now taking place, as we were also talking about small traders. So going forward, if we are upbeat and we're optimistic, if I had to say, what kind of job creation would you anticipate going forward? For, of course, not just festive sales, but as we are seeing the GST 2.0 boost create this fresh surge of demand, what would you say?
Well, I'll confine my observation on just two very small points. Point number one, GST 2.0 has given additional capital to the trading community, and they can able to increase their turnover, because 13% of the tax is certainly going to be a big capital which was earlier stuck up with the department. So this 13% will certainly grow their respective business, and and already we have talked about the consumption. When consumption grows, then our production also grows. That is the demand and supply fundamental, and lot many karigars and small workforce and all that, associated with those manufacturing is going to have a sustainable employment for a long time. We in this Diwali, we have seen it is a temporary employment, but this temporary employment through skilling and all other things is being made permanent. So this is the one factor which is very important, and the other factor is the confidence of the people of India on Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the real game changer. And we all know that Prime Minister Modi knows to take a decision at what time, and he has the courage to execute the decision. So therefore, good days of Indian economy are coming, and it is a slap on the face of the people, those who were talking about India as a dead economy.
Well, no better note to end this on. Then, of course, as we have seen that GST 2.0 and India's Diwali sales crossing a record 6 lakh crore rupees, and that milestone will only surge higher is what you all are anticipating. And we have, of course, seen how this is benefiting small traders, how this will benefit job creation, and in a sense, lead to a multiplier effect for the economy. Praveen Khandelwal, go ahead. You have some last thoughts to share. So, yes.
I just want to endorse Mithali when she said that it might be the half of the picture. The full picture of rest of the half will be seen very near future by end of 14th December. When again we will talk to you, the entire picture will be made very clear, and I am sure that picture will be very rosy.
Right. Picture abhi baki hai is what you both are saying. Thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for this interaction. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.